let's take a look at the very first Yoga Sutra from chapter 2, which is called Sadhanapada. I'll chant it first, and then you can follow after. It says, Tapa Swadhyayeshvara, say, Tapa Swadhyayeshvara Pranidhanani, Pranidhanani, Kriya Yoga. Together. Tapa Swadhyayeshvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. So let's read my teacher, Shri Brahmananda Saraswati's translation. He says, austerity, self-discipline, tapa, self-study, swadhyaya, and self-surrender to God, Ishvara Pranidhana, that is to say, surrender to the individual I am, of the individual I am to the universal I am, constitutes Kriya Yoga. So what does this mean? He says, Kriya Yoga is austerity. Austerity doesn't have really a positive vibe for us, certainly not in the West, possibly not even in the East. It's this idea of suffering, with going without, not having enough. But austerity is the conscious choice to say, I govern myself. Things outside of me do not govern me. And I build this muscle inside of me. And this muscle I build, in the context of yoga, I am building it for the connection and the relationship to the divine source that I am. And so then we have swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is it is literally says self-study, but it also means chanting. So it's studying the self. Chanting is also known as swadhyaya, and that means that in chanting, we actually come to understand ourselves. And then we also have Ishvara Pranidhana. We have to surrender. And it's very difficult for us to understand this because so many times if we mention the word surrender, people will say, never surrender, And so in the context of politics, in the context of gladiator, you got heart, kid. But in the context of yoga, the surrender is not that you got no heart or that you have no courage, right? It's that surrender in yoga is surrendering one's individual will to the absolute source. It's bowing your head to that light in the recognition that I lay my head to you, I give up my will. And so often we think my will be done, and of course we read in various texts, thy will be done, certainly the Bible, but